Do you realize that some of the tears you're crying may not even be your own? I've went through many seasons of strong emotion where I kept my emotions to myself. Um, I wouldn't allow myself to cry because I felt like I needed to be strong. And then it got to a point where I evolved into a phase of hating, loathing the word strong, because what it meant to me is that I would need to set my emotions aside in order to be able to truly function in this world. And then one day I decided I wasn't gonna be strong no more. I won't doing it no more. But I've had different moments in my healing where my crying or my emotion has been so deep that it feels like it's something beyond me. I've cried tears that made me want to wail, and I don't know the last time that I've ever wailed about anything. Um, but sometimes you carry the emotions that your lineage would not express. You have to think in many societies, in many different eras, women were not allowed to truly express themselves for different reasons based on like culture or where you're living, the demographics. There was a certain way that they had to present themselves. So maybe a tear or two would leak out, but there wasn't a whole lot of expression that was allowed. So now you are here and you are holding the energy or some emotions that are not yours. They have to be expressed and they will continue to travel down the line until someone expresses them. That's why generational work is so important. Working on your generations, you don't need details of it. You just need spirit to unfold it for you so you can better understand what it is, what emotion, identify the emotion that you are processing through your body. I have processed sadness, regret, frustration, anger. I've expressed what felt like being caged in, would feel like a flustered, let me out type. I have expressed emotions that made me feel unsafe because I did not know safety in the moment that I was expressing them. Taking time with yourself to express these emotions is so, so important. It teaches you how to express emotions and those around you. If you have a mother or a grandmother who normally does not express emotion, you expressing these emotions will open that up. It will also keep your grandchildren or your children's children or children's children's children from having to do it for you and not understand what they're holding. There are some children who hold anger in them. You think that they're mean or that they're all over the place, and the stuff that they're holding isn't really theirs. It could have been passed on through the womb. Or if their mother had a mother, so if their grandmother had those type of issues while the mother was in the womb, the child will be born with those unexpressed emotions, not knowing what to do with them, not knowing what to call them. And because no one else is expressing those emotions, they will find ways to define them for themselves. And most of the time, they will just find something around them that looks similar or feels similar. So, what are some themes that can be carried forward that can hold strong emotions right out the gate? Worthiness that can be passed down through the bloodline, feeling unsafe, feeling alone, bouts of depression, certain thought processes, wanting to be alone and secluded and not feeling like you make good decisions, and different things like that. That can be passed through the bloodline. Questioning yourself, wondering why you came here and it feels so strongly, yet it's not yours. So your children may be carrying the thought processes, emotions, and unconfronted themes that the people who came before them won't face. And it's time to help them. So, how do you help them? You can have them draw pictures about what they're seeing or what they're feeling. You can ask them if these are your emotions, or do you feel like they're someone else's emotions? What I love about them babies is they gonna tell you, this doesn't feel like it's for me. It's just in my mind. And it'll give you something to work with. You can ask your ancestors to help you with this. You can light a white candle with the pictures and you can say, help me understand what this is so that I can release this from our lineage, so that our lineage can be more whole and more free of these emotions that it's feeling. And pay attention to the drawings that they're drawing and ask Spirit, ask your ancestors, what is this showing me? You don't need necessarily details. You do need to understand what type of emotion is being expressed. Have them give you information or words that would describe what you're seeing. One, to open up your mind to new emotions, but also to allow you to see things in a different light. This work will transform your family's lineage. It will also free your children, because some children have these different labels put on them with ODD, ADHD, ADD. Now we have neurodivergent, we have autism, we have all these different things that have been labeled in category, when it's more of like a overwhelming of the nervous system or the systems of the body or the brain. Anything that causes dis-ease or imbalance in the body, the emotions should always be checked. The thought processes that cause these emotions should always be checked. And spiritually, the lineage and those that came before, how they functioned and their thought processes, that should be assessed as well. Because this could be something that carried on, or it could be specific to the person experiencing it, but you won't know that if you never explore it.